Hi everybody and welcome to another edition of Fred's Healthy Cooking Kitchen. Today we're going to make stuffed flounder. Now the recipe usually calls for something like Italian flavored breadcrumbs. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a little bit of oat flour, some Italian seasoning, and a little bit of olive oil to make that in place of the breadcrumbs. This way people with celiac disease can have it, and the oat flour is actually better for you. And, we'll see how that works out. I have some crab meat, I have some shrimp, I have 4 little flounder fillets, I've got olive oil, and some Old Bay seasoning. And of course, our old favorite, lemon juice. Lemon juice is always used with seafood, usually. It's either served on the side or they squeeze it on there for you. So let's get started. A little bit more involved, and people who can cook already know how to do this kind of stuff. But here are some of the ingredients. There's the shrimp, there's the olive oil, some Old Bay seasoning, I've got oat flour, I've got Italian seasoning, I've got black peppercorns, I've got some lemon juice, I've got a couple flounder fillets. This little bowl is going to use some olive oil and some Old Bay and maybe a little bit of paprika that we're going to brush onto the fish when we put it into the oven. This bowl is going to be used to mix up the vegetables that go into the stuffing. We are going to be using half an onion and a little bit of red bell pepper. Notice that this red bell pepper has 3 lobes to it instead of 4. 3-lobe peppers are very good for cooking. The 4-lobe ones are more or less good for stuffing. The fewer the lobes, the tastier the pepper. So anyway, let's get started. We're going to go ahead and prep our veggies, and we're going to mince up our shrimp. I have a little can of crab meat here because I don't have crab at the house, and it's rather expensive. So we're going with a small can. Remember, we're on a budget. This is for people who are just everyday people. Look on the inside, and you see the kind of white stuff there. That's called the ribs in the pepper. You want to try to get as much of that out of it as possible before you start prepping. We have our crab meat in the back. We have our minced up shrimp. We have minced onion and minced pepper and minced garlic. I forgot to put the garlic out, folks. Sorry about that, but you're going to need it. I should have celery, but I don't have any celery in the house right now, and I'm not going to run out and go get it because I just don't have the time. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and we're going to put all this together in our little skillet, and we're going to warm it up, put a little bit of oat flour in, season it with some Italian seasonings and some black pepper, a little bit of Old Bay, and some lemon. We have the heat on the pan. We're going to use a little bit of olive oil to saute the stuff in. I like using extra virgin olive oil. It's better for you. And we all like a little bit of extra virgins. So anyway, that's about a tablespoon worth of oil. You can do less if you'd like, since I'm not measuring out too well. You want to do that till it starts to heat up. And you'll notice that there will be waves forming in the oil. Okay, so we've got our crab, our onion, our pepper, our garlic, and all the other lovely things that we have to saute in. And when we get that thing to start sweating a bit with the veggies, we're going to go ahead and add a little bit of oat flour and our seasoning. Okay, folks, we added all of our ingredients together and we stirred it up and sauteed it a little bit. It's now considered a stuffing that we can use on our flounder fillets. I'm going to go ahead and get those on the greased cookie sheet with some aluminum foil. Makes it easier to clean up. I'm going to spray that with some Pam so that we don't add any extra nastiness to it. Okay, folks, we have our flounder fillets laid out on the greased cookie sheet. We have our stuffing. We're going to pile the stuffing on the flounders, 2 of them. Then we're going to use 2 to cover them up. So we got them nice and stuffed. Put about 3 or 4 tablespoons full of the stuffing in there. I have a little bit of stuffing left over. We can use that for, you know, if we have a baked potato or something, or if you want to stick it into a chicken breast. Yeah, could work too. Remember, play with your food. It's not your mama's kitchen. I'm going to go ahead and make our topping for the fish. It's going to be a little bit of olive oil and a little bit of Old Bay seasoning. We've preheated our oven to 400 degrees, and we're going to bake these for about 20 minutes. Here's what we're going to cover our fish with. It's a little bit of lemon juice, a little bit of olive oil, and some Old Bay seasoning. You can use paprika if you don't want it that spicy, but I kind of like spicy. Mix this up, and then you're going to apply it with the pastry brush. Okay? Okay, folks, here we go. Doesn't that look like it has melted butter on it? It's going to be tasting really good, and it's going to be a heck of a lot healthier for you than all those saturated fats. We're going to go ahead and put it in the oven, and we're going to timer for 20 minutes, and we're going to see what comes out of this fish. There you have it, a hard, healthy stuffed flounder with some green beans and a little bit of rice. Now, I know I'm cheating with the rice a little bit, but it's only a little bit of rice. It's not much. There's more fish and more green beans. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Remember, life's a journey, not a destination. This is just one of the destinations, people. Hope it reminds you of being down at the beach. Enjoy, stay safe, and God bless.